Someone asked me last week, with all the picking that I do, do I collect anything or keep anything that I find? And I showed off my CD collection. I got to thinking, it's not just CDs. I love music merch, tour band, just anything like that in general. Hats, t-shirts, anything that a band puts out, I love. Fortunately, I saw Jonny Lang live in Tulsa. This was before COVID. If you're not familiar with Jonny Lang's music, he is a blues and rock absolute just prodigy. I have really fond memories of listening to his music from childhood. My mom and stepdad would play his music in the house, and I just have really, really good memories of listening to him when I was growing up. His voice is really raw and unlike any other, but his guitar skills are just over the top. It's kind of like the guitar is playing him rather than him playing the guitar. Same problems last week. This is his breakout CD, Lie to Me. Starting in like 2020, Jonny Lang started suffering vocal cord issues, basically just because of how raw his voice is, and it's really just unfortunate. I'm so glad I got to see him in concert when he was well. I think he probably still plays the guitar really well, I'm guessing. But anyway, this is my favorite CD of his because it is just the one that I remember best. It's his breakout CD, and my two favorite songs on this one have to be Lie to Me and Rack 'Em Up. There's the artwork, there's the CD. Here's what I was most recently listening to, Zach Top, the country star. For the best for Jonny Lang. Lots of people still absolutely love his music, hoping he's able to recover and get back out on the road and tour some more. This is a flag from the band OAR, otherwise known as Of a Revolution. Absolute favorite band since probably like 2008, and all these years I still just really loyal to them. And this thing is getting pretty old. I'm really, really happy to have it, and there's really none. I can't find any like it on the internet anywhere. It's pretty rare. Fortunate to have it as part of my music merch collection. People either haven't heard of OAR, or if they have, they've only heard of the newer stuff. I, of course, like their older stuff, back like in the early or the mid 2000s, I guess. Their older songs were kind of more like storytelling, a lot like how Dave Matthews music is, and just kind of reminiscent of that, but a little more upbeat. I've seen them all over the US many, many times, but I'm so fortunate to have seen them twice play at Red Rocks Amphitheater right outside Denver. It's in Morrison, Colorado. If you've never gotten the chance, it's the only, Red Rocks is the only acoustically perfect, naturally occurring, basically soundstage in the world. It's cut out of these rocks, basically. It just feels like you're not even on Earth, basically. Their most famous song has got to be Crazy Game of Poker. Basically, everybody sneaks in decks of cards into their concerts, and when they start playing that song, everyone just goes crazy and just throws the cards everywhere in the air. I got a new old stock one of their CDs coming in the mail. I'll reveal my favorite song from theirs when that gets here next week. The last thing I'm showcasing from my music merch collection tonight is this 2013 sweatshirt from Jimmy Buffett's tour, a song from Saints Somewhere. I actually came across this in a really unique way. One thing I love about this shirt is that it's on my favorite shirt tag, which is Comfort Colors. It's my size, I'm keeping it. I actually came across this shirt in a really unique way. I don't know too many Jimmy Buffett songs just yet, but I have a family member whose uncle was a sound engineer for Jimmy Buffett for many, many years, maybe like even decades. Anyway, this shirt is from his personal collection. His music merch, his own personal music merch collection that he had just grown so large. He started distributing it to family members and just people that might want it. I was gifted a ton of his music merch, such that I can resell a lot of it on eBay to try to get it. The way I see that is trying to get it into the hands of collectors and people that are really just looking to, round out, complete their own personal collection. That I was given from this Jimmy Buffett collection were incredibly rare. I'm wondering if they're even for like VIP or maybe even the band members only. Whenever I listed most of them on eBay, I couldn't find any like them, and all the merch that I have from the Jimmy Buffett went just lightning fast. Not only was I gifted this Jimmy Buffett collection of shirts, I got a lot of other vintage shirts from just other bands that have been around for a really, really long time. It's a pretty cool collection that I was handed down, basically. This particular sweatshirt I'm keeping because it reminds me of, first of all, I do like some Jimmy Buffett songs, but not only that, it reminds me of basically the night that my family member brought over this music merch haul and just gifted it to me. It was one of the best nights of of my life. It was kind of just like, you know, a hole that like dreams are absolutely made of. I do have a particular Jimmy Buffett song that I really like, though. It's called A Pirate Looks at 40. There's a really good cover that Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews, and Tim Reynolds do. And if you haven't checked it out, give it a try. That concludes this week's music merch collection showcase.